So for anybody who's been coming to this channel for any amount of time now, you guys know I like to review merchandise. I like to take a look at what WWE is doing, AEW. Sometimes I'll take a look at what's going on in the indie circuit. And most often, I'd like to make fun of it because there's a lot of really bad merchandise out there. I also like to give credit where credit is due. For example, WWE Shop right now has a collaboration or a licensing agreement with something called Ripple Junction, where I'll be honest, this is way more hits than misses. A lot of this stuff is really, really good. Like, look at this Penta shirt. That's really cool. Who wouldn't wear these? Just a bunch of really cool sort of retro stuff here. I don't know about these ones right here, but a lot of this is really cool. And even like WWE proper has had some pretty decent, okay looking designs as of late. The one that sticks out in my mind is this CM Punk Bad Brains homage shirt. You could argue that it should be like on a yellow background here because I think the Bad Brains album that it's sort of paying homage to is on a yellow, like has a yellow base, but whatever. Hey, this is a pretty cool shirt. It pays homage to Bad Brains. CM Punk has literally got Punk in his name and he likes Punk and everything. And so I was like, man, you know what? It'd be fun because I've taken a look at all the different kind of merch that's out there. The one thing that I haven't really looked at too much is a bootleg merch. So of course, there are all sorts of print-on-demand websites where you can just sort of upload wherever the hell you want. And oftentimes, seemingly, these sites do not give a single solitary shit about copyright issues. That could be because maybe WWE is just a little bit lazy when it comes to targeting these particular websites and having their lawyers come after them. Well, one of these websites is TeePublic. Now, I actually used to have, me and Larson, I think one of our first merch stores was via TeePublic, and they actually had pretty good stuff. This was our original shop right here. It was just a bunch of random collection of our in-jokes. This right here was from an NBA 2K face scan video that we did where we made a character based off of like a face scan that we did, and he was so glitchy that it was absolutely hilarious, and the video did pretty well for us, so we made a shirt out of it. I don't know how many people actually bought this and decided to wear it. This design right here, the P Desperados, I think that was the name of our GTA or Red Dead Online. I think it was our GTA Online faction or something like that. So we've had a couple of different things. I like this design right here, but I can't really take much credit for it because I kind of just ripped it off of a Young Bucks design. But I really like this one. This one actually sold. We sold a couple of those ones. So anyways, I thought it would be interesting to go to one of these sites. And in this case, I went to TeePublic and I was like, I wonder what people are doing if I just type in WWE and see what they're doing. So let's take a look here at what we have. So immediately, I don't know what this is. This looks like some sort of bizarro alternate universe version of the WWE logo. You've got this weird font right here, but it's clearly kind of that Attitude Era, or I guess now network logo, whatever you want to call it. And doesn't really have like a slash underneath. It just has sort of a line that's a little bit off axis here from somebody named T-Kid. And I'm kind of curious if T-Kid has other WWE knockoff designs. What? What? Oh, it's a Rickroll QR code. Okay, I'm not here to look at T-Kid stuff. I don't know what this is right here, but this is right up my alley. This I would totally consider getting. Earthquake versus Jason. So it's like Jason. Maybe this is from some sort of WWF manga or maybe a bootleg manga of some sort, because it looks like Jason from the Friday the 13th series and the wrestler Earthquake, and Jason is hitting him with a spear or some sort of takedown there. And I'm kind of curious, taken from the pages of a wacky Korean wrestling manga. Holy shit. I want to find that. After this, I'm going to go to eBay and see if I can find a wacky Korean wrestling manga. This panel features WWF's Earthquake squaring off against Jason from the Friday the 13th. Does anybody know more about this? This is awesome. Whatever all that is, I love it, and I really want to read it and maybe do a video on it. Oh, like this is the most bootleggy thing you could do. It wouldn't shock me if this was actually like a design on WWE Shop and somebody just took it. I'm not gonna look, but if it's not, this is actually really well done, and I could see this being in the WWE Shop. So maybe this is an audition for WWE Shop. All right, here we go. We're gonna see a lot of these. I feel we're gonna see a lot of the AI designs, and I'm not gonna lie. I think this looks pretty cool. I hate that about AI. Hold on, let me just go back to full screen. I'm going to say something kind of controversial here. I follow a couple AI art accounts on Instagram, mainly because some of these images are kind of cool. Now, I would never buy anything or encourage it or support it because it is literally just sort of ripping off a bunch of other artists, and it's this soulless thing that's horrible for the environment. And it's not human. And when I want art, I want something that's human. And I would never, ever, ever sell anything or create anything that is like just AI and I just put it out there. Sometimes when I'm drawing and I want some reference for something, I will in fact use it. And I'll be like, I need to find like a convention center or something like that. What does that look like? And I'll be like, all right, I'll sift through some of the images that pops up and be like, all right, cool. I'll take, I'll use this for reference. That's kind of, or like I need one dude punching another guy. And I'm like, oh, that's the mechanics of how a punch works. It's just easy. But like, some of the AI artwork that I've seen out there, specifically some of the anime inspired stuff that I've seen out there, actually is pretty cool. It's just visually appealing to me. And I know that's controversial to say that because everybody's supposed to be, oh, fuck AI and stuff like that. And generally speaking, if I go to like, for example, a comic book convention, and a lot of comic book conventions apparently these days are banning AI artists. But if I were to go and I'd see somebody who just typed in a bunch of bullshit, I'd be like, nah, this doesn't interest me because you didn't do this. I know too many people who, do their stuff, and that's what I want to support. That being said, and so I would never buy this right here, but it does look cool. If this was done by like a person, this looks pretty cool, but clearly this is not done by a person. Clearly this is done using AI. I'm kind of curious if this person, Dark Wave, which even sounds like an AI generated name, look at it, New Order, Tool Band, Core Design. Yeah, so I don't know, man. I feel like this right here, I just know. You just know. Billy Joel, look at this Billy Joel. I bet how many keys are on this keyboard right here? Because I know, isn't there supposed to be like, what is it, 26, 52? How many keys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I feel like there's going to be some, it's between, because this is like 10 more. That doesn't seem right. They got an ABBA shirt. Yeah, it's just, this is, I mean, it's clearly AI. And it's just all sorts of copyright violation. Like, really? You got a Bob Marley shirt on here? I mean, come on now. The Doors, ABBA, Journey. Like, Billy Joel would be rolling over in his grave if he knew that his shit, I don't think he's dead, if he knew his shit was out there. Karrion Kross Grindhouse t-shirt. Like, this actually looks really cool. Jesus, this looks really cool. This is badass. What's the little, is there a description? It just says TikTok. This guy says TikTok. I mean, I don't know. This is clearly not, I don't think, approved by anybody. What did this guy do other stuff? Because, oh my God, look at this. I mean, and I don't even think this actually looks legitimate. Look at, it's got this Braun Breaker Terminator shirt right here. I don't know what the deal with this stuff is, but it's pretty cool. Look at the Wyatt 6 South Park. That's pretty fun. I mean, I don't know what this dude's deal is, if this is real or I don't think this is AI. It doesn't really look like AI, but these days you can never tell. But man, that's pretty cool. I would, consider buying that shirt right there. Retro Game WWE t-shirt. It's still, see, look, I like this right here. Because, like, you can't really copyright it. It's still real to me, damn it. Can't really copyright that. This straight up just, clearly no, they're not getting the license for. I like this here too. Bumpin' meat. It's the big meaty men slapping meat thing. Mr. Iguana t-shirt by the Chop Shop. Do we think the Chop Shop has a license to put out Soul Rook? Oh my God, that's really good. That's actually a really good shirt. Do they have a license to do this though? Shouldn't they be like doing this on their own website if that's the case? Or are these all just sort of ripped up? These are really good. Oh my God. I have no idea what the origin of this is, but like if this person is just designing this stuff, it's really good. Like I would consider buying this shit. I don't even like the Warrior. He's a big scumbag. Rest in peace. But like shit, this is really, really good stuff. I feel like it's probably bootleg to hell, but maybe not. Maybe they got a WWF license. I don't know. WWE license. Man, I don't know. Jesus, I would fucking wear this Bastion Booger shirt because that's hilarious. This is, I mean, the design aesthetic on this. Again, I have no idea who is this person? And they're only $23. The TeePublic is always like really reasonable with their shit. The Chop Shop, that's good shit, pal. I don't know. Maybe they have. Let's see if there's a description here. Maybe they have an actual license here. Again, it just says description Soul Snatcher. So I have no idea. This is great. See, this is the kind of like bootleg homage thing that I think is totally within reason. I don't think, in my opinion, and this is maybe just, the little tiny bit of anarchist in me, this is fine bootleg because they're not going to make this. WWE's not going to make this. And yeah, the estate of Scott Hall's not going to get any of this, but, it's still really cool. I'd wear the shit out of this. So, yeah, I don't know. Mashup art. See? Yeah, it's mashup art. So it's got to be protected, right? Let's see here. What else we have? Another AI title. Oh, again by Darkwave. There we go. Look at it. It's all wonky and shit. It's clearly AI. People just sit there and they probably just crank out designs using AI and they put them up to sell. This is cool. I like this because I think this looks like actual art. Isn't that scary though? The fact that I have to look at this. Meme-gician making fun pop culture images you can put on anything. Thanks for stopping by. Again, like the thing that sucks is that you really never know. What is this? Yeah, you never know. Like what the, they got a Vanilla Ice David Bowie mashup here. Like this stuff looks legitimate. Really? That's so rude. I do have one of these though. Like Bama made she has like a 3D printer and she made like a Rock's head coming out of a toilet. I guess it's like a Skibbity toilet reference. I'm too old to know about that shit. But yeah, again, I have no idea. And that's sort of the point of bootleg stuff, right? I don't know where they got it from. I don't know if they have a license. I don't know if they made it through AI. I don't know if they made it themselves. I have no idea. I'm sure I could sit here and try to figure it out. The bad guy, Goldberg shirt, some sort of political wrestling shirt right here. Oh no. I'm just gonna leave that one alone. Oh, I like this. The Fabulous Rougeau Brothers is like a Wes Anderson film. That's awesome. Look at this Helmsley burial plots. Oh man. Scumbags. That's great. Yeah. So anyways, I don't know. Look at this. This is cool. That's like the ugliest title, but I love this design. That's great. It's just Chelsea Green on a t-shirt. This is like when I had one of my characters in like Steve Thunder in WWE 2K wear just a white t-shirt with Bret Hart on it. Somebody just did put Chelsea Green on a shirt like that. Yeah. Oh, there's RVD right there. I mean, dude, a lot of this, like, look at this. That's fucking cool as shit right there. There's no way this is total bootleg, but that, dude, I would buy that shirt. I might actually buy that shirt. A lot, I'll be honest with you. A lot of these, I kind of want these shirts. Look at that's cool. So yeah. What you gotta keep them separated as a raven. So yeah. Anyways, there's a lot to go through there. Seemingly just copyright violations left and right. But you know what, man? Fuck it, right? Fuck it. I might buy a couple of those hardworking bootleggers out there making some shirts. Anyways, let me know what you think about all that shit in the comments below. Till next time, we'll see you guys around.